What's up, Clipper Nation? Of course, it's your boy Yeti, and I'm here back talking about the Clippers. But I am gonna say a few things about the wokeism in the NBA, but I'll leave that to the end of the video. First of all, Clippers losing to the Bucks. I think they should have closed out the game a lot better. I would have liked to have seen Serge Ibaka close out the game. He was doing phenomenal in the third quarter. Even his last missed shot, I thought he was gonna make because it was in a rhythm, and he looked like he was able to do no wrong. He shut down Giannis pretty early in the game. He swatted him in the early minutes of the first quarter. First he got, I think it was DiVincenzo, and then he got Giannis right after. That man knows how to play defense. He is a veteran. He is definitely someone I like having in my team nowadays. Now, I don't like the taunting that he does, Giannis. I don't like the taunting Giannis does at the end of the game because, well, how are you gonna taunt on the dunk or two? Because he did it like on two separate occasions on something that you just normally do, like, and anyone can do. Euro step dunk, drive to the lane dunk. That's all you can do, Giannis. It annoys me. You're a good player, but for you to be so hype upon yourself and to be so impressed with yourself on that's pretty dumb. I think it's ridiculous. I think you should maybe learn to, I don't know, post up fade, shoot a jumper, I don't know, anything that basically anyone would be surprised to see, and then be impressed with yourself, not just dunk and then just kind of make a face and then just go running down this court like you've accomplished anything, because really you haven't. But I could go on about Giannis all day. He has no game having, but I think I'm gonna just leave that right there. Clippers should have closed out way better. I think Nick Batum passed up way too many shots. In my eyes, Patrick Beverley, he was so cold from the field. I don't remember a single bucket he made apart from his first layup of the game. I don't think he made one beyond that. Paul George definitely could have been a better playmaker at the end. Kawhi Leonard, I think he should have demanded the ball. I don't know, he should have done something else. Marcus Morris, he was a little more passive as well. And Lou Williams, of course, I think he should have made a few more buckets. It's obviously just one game against a really good team, and I think they should have responded way better. But I think in the long run, this will actually give the Clippers a little bit of an edge towards the end of the playoffs when and if these two teams meet. Now, on to my second topic. LeBron James was called out by Zlatan Ibrahimovic about staying out of politics. Now, look, I used to be left-leaning. I don't want to say Democrat because I was, of course, a Democrat voter, but it's obviously just brushed off me now. I think everyone should be voting on who they think is the proper fit and also fits that person's or that individual's beliefs or ideas. Now, I'm perfectly okay with anyone just speaking on the matter and, having their own opinions and voicing it. But I don't appreciate people doing it in a work setting when the work setting has nothing to do with politics. I don't go into my jobs speaking about politics because, well, no one asked me. Two, it's not the place or time to do it. I'm there to work. The last thing I want to do is show up at a drive-through for Wendy's and then have the register clerk just tell me about Biden or even Trump. Like, I don't care. Just give me my food so I can dip. I'm at the drive-through, I gotta go. I don't want to be at a gas station, give my money and say, I don't know, $50 on number 4. And then the clerk tells me, oh, hey, did you hear about Biden? And I'm gonna be like, no, that's not what the fuck I'm here for. I'm here to give you my money so I could put gas in my tank. I don't expect to go to the movies and watch all the previews and then all of a sudden get a Biden campaign. I'm not about that. I'm there to watch movies. I'm there to be entertained. I'm not here to see what you celebrities have to say about a particular person in politics. It's so annoying. Tina Fey just came out and said early morning yesterday that the Golden Globes will be politic free. All of a sudden, that was convenient as hell. It was really stupid. All of a fucking sudden, people don't want to talk about politics in these award shows because, well, there's a Democratic president now. And it's so goddamn convenient. All of a sudden, people want to get away from politics from their workplace and then act like nothing ever happened. They're going to act like people like us that were neutral and didn't really care. We're just going to sit by and just be like, oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. No. This is what drove us out in the first place. We don't want to hear about your goddamn politics. We don't want to hear about that shit. So, LeBron James calling out, well, actually, Ibrahimovic calling out LeBron, and then LeBron going back to Ibrahimovic. I think Ibrahimovic is right. You're there to work. You're there to do what you're paid for, and then check out. You're not there to do an interview about Breonna Taylor, about the injustices, none of that nonsense. We don't want to hear any of it. Just tell us what you feel about your game, where the team stands, and be on your way. Okay. Is it informal? Yes, it is. I mean, let's just ignore facts, because obviously a lot of the shit he says is wrong. Let's ignore all that. Let's just say he was right. I mean, you don't want to tell it to people that are on your, I don't know, your Twitter feeds later after your interview. You don't want to tell people, I don't know, like when you're in an interview with, I don't know, Fox News, KTLA, ABC, anybody. Like, this could be literally anywhere else. It doesn't have to be after a game, before a game, all-star game press. None of that. I don't want to hear it. LeBron, as much as I love how you play and what you do, I don't appreciate what you got to say about no politics and about no racial injustices. I'm not saying nothing bad has ever happened to you because you're of African American descent, but you couldn't be so much wronger about whatever it is you have to say. 80% of the league, of the NBA, is black, and you're all oppressed, right? Of course you're all oppressed. Montrezl Harrell comes out saying, "Beat a white boy," and you didn't give him any criticism for it. That's pretty racist to me. I think it's racist to call someone something like that on the basketball court. I mean, you're pointing out their color, right? It's very hypocritical these days. I also want to get into Jeremy Lin. So I believe him. I believe him when he says that Asians are getting a bad rep nowadays because of coronavirus. I believe he might have been called coronavirus one of these days. I just don't know if it's happened on the court. Because look, too many players, too many people are present in a basketball game. I'm positive a lot of people would have heard it. I'm positive a lot of people would have spoken about it, because it's a serious issue, especially nowadays. You're called out for saying racial slurs anywhere, in person, online, a Twitter post. Hell, you're even criticized for an old post you had 10 years ago. And I don't for 1 second believe that Jeremy Lin, he had this said to him in a basketball game or basketball practices. It makes no sense, because he says it happens. The league wants to investigate, okay, who said it? And he doesn't want to give out names because, I don't know, I guess he wants to protect them. But look, if you want people to learn their lesson, shouldn't they be punished for it? If you want people to stop being so racist, wouldn't you kind of, I don't know, tell them, oh, hey, this person said it? And then so maybe they could get a suspension to kind of like slap their wrist and they could never do it again. I mean, you're trying to help people, right? You're trying to help Asians who play basketball professionally or in minor leagues. You want to help them, don't you? But you're not doing anything to solve the problem. You're just kind of saying, oh, hey, this happened, but I don't want to say who. Like, again, I'm not saying that none of this didn't happen to Jeremy Lin, but it's a little fishy to mention it but not say who it is. Pretty dumb, and I think it's cowardly of him. So again, it's all, there's a time and place, and if it's happened, prove it. Prove it. That's all I ask. Prove it. But this video is already kind of dragging along a little too long, so I'm gonna just end it here. What do you guys think? Am I tripping? Am I wrong? Am I right? Share in the comments down below. Subscribe, like, comment, anything. What do you guys think? And I think that's where I'm ending. I'm out.